So hitting the gym is important. Why is it important? Because it's all about the hormones. Hitting the gym will change some hormones on your body. By changing your hormones, you can change your life. Hitting the gym today is our subject, and hitting the gym will be told you by the doctor. So hello, and the thing I want to talk about, the thing I want to mention this is importance of hitting the gym and the tips of hitting the gym. Hitting the gym is being very common in the world around the globe, and many people are hitting the gym regularly, and many people are building their bodies regularly. And hitting the gym will prevent many people, millions or perhaps hundreds of millions of people from diabetes, because diabetes is strictly associated with belly fat. The hitting the gym part will reduce your belly fat, therefore reduce your insulin resistance, therefore reduce the likelihood of you having diabetes mellitus. Aside from diabetes mellitus, hitting the gym and having a regular team, participating in a regular gym program can make your odds better for not developing metabolic syndromes. And developing metabolic syndromes can substantially and significantly decrease the quality of your life. The quality of your life depends on your choices, and hitting the gym is a choice which is very prominent. And let's say this a metabolic syndrome, you will be living with the hypertension, diabetes, and excessive body fat. And this will slow you down, this will make your heart worse, this will make your kidneys worse, and this will make you open to have some coagulation, like having an embolism to your brain, to your lungs, to your kidneys, to your heart. It can even cause to heart attacks because you have so much weight and the blood isn't sufficiently pumped all of the body, and therefore you may be in a very prominent risk of developing heart attack. And what is more important than heart for your life? Perhaps develop a brain. And that's very important also, developing a brain, because I think many people do not have a brain, they just pretend to have a brain, but that's all another topic. So nothing more important than heart, actually, because without brain they can make you live. You don't actually live, you're brain dead, but they can actually function your organs by pumping, etc., etc. It's not the topic for today, so I'm gonna just slide it. So hitting the gym will make your hormones in a better and more balanced way. So hitting the gym will make you release endorphins. Hitting the gym will make you release serotonin. Hitting the gym will balance your testosterone if you're a man. It will balance it, and you will be less frustrated because there's an energy that you have to get out and from your body, and by releasing that energy you release your frustration. Therefore, if you release your frustration and if you don't feel frustrated anymore, it's very good for your mental health and for your heart. Hitting the gym is kind of very important thing. So I advise you to hit the gym at least once a week. Make it twice if you can, and 3 is all the better. And make sure that you study cardio and you work on your cardio, you work on your jogging, you work on your bicycle routine before lifting weights. And if you wish to lift weights, it's all the better. Go lift the weights, you will be in shape, and your body will be in shape. Therefore, you will not have some prominent diseases. Perhaps you will prevent it without getting started. Just think about how much money you can save without developing any kind of chronic diseases. Because if you develop a chronic disease, there is no return. If you develop hypertension, there is no return. If you develop diabetes mellitus, there is no return. If you develop metabolic syndromes, there is a partial return, but there isn't a total return. So the decisions you make today will shape your life tomorrow. So you should choose wisely, and you should definitely hit the gym. and by hitting the gym you will have all this kind of benefits. So if you lift at the gym, just don't overexert yourself. Yes, it is imperative that you increase the weights and you have this balanced diet for you, perhaps have some supplements, but it's imperative that you should increase the weights you are lifting, because if you don't increase the weights that you are lifting, there won't be any kind of improvement. You will just stuck in the place that you were at that time when you did start, or when you just increased the weight that time. You'll be stuck at that point. So it's imperative that you should increase the weight by passing time, but you should also be careful because there could be some tears. You could injure your ligaments, you could injure your muscles, and you may not use them properly ever again. Perhaps you can't ever lift the way you want to lift ever again because you have injured them for good. Yes, you can use them, you can improve them, but it perhaps won't ever be as it was before. It's important that you should see that. Don't overexert. Just have kind of a goal you wish to, like if you will study pectoralis major, just tell to yourself, I will use this muscle, I will work this against a weight at this muscle like 120 times a day, and don't go beyond that. Because if you go beyond that, you can overexert yourself on your muscles. This can decrease your probability of continuing, because you will associate bad feelings with the gym, and this can also reduce it in another way, because you could harm yourself. You may not ever able to do it again, whether you would like to continue or not. So don't overexert yourself, and have goals before you start, and when you reach that goals, just stop it, especially at the beginning. When you reach that goals, just stop it. Because living the life in a healthy way, I think, is much more important. Having the kind of a body that you make you look like you are a mountain. Yes, it's good, but you should be careful, because some supplements can make you have the disease we call amyloidosis. The disease means there is some protein that's shaped differently than it should have been shaped, and this can develop at your kidneys, at your heart. So just think about, if you have a kidney failure due to amyloidosis, and perhaps it all have started with those supplements that you didn't have a clear idea. Just think about that you have a heart failure and you can't walk properly, you can't run properly, you can't climb properly, you can't do anything properly without having the lack of oxygen. The feeling of oxygen is lacking. So that feeling would be very bad. And this might be the result of amyloidosis, and this might be a result of you having those supplements before. You should be careful about that. Having a healthy kind of diet is very important, because having a healthy kind of diet will improve your likelihood of being a healthy person, and having a balanced kind of diet will improve your probabilities of not having the chronic diseases like chronic kidney failure, like chronic obstructive lung disease, like or some having like heart failures, congestive heart failures. And you should be careful, because the choices you make today, especially when you are a child, adolescent, or when you are a young adult, the choices you make today will shape your future. And you should not believe the people that are saying it is all meant to be how it is meant to be. So they just deny any kind of choice you have on your life and any kind of ability that you have on changing your life. Sport is important, and having a wide scale of view on the life is important. I love to discuss about those things. Get to see you in the next video. Take care. Goodbye.